What's up, guys? So there's a lot of confusion, and even I was confused about the Archeworld fandom cards. So what are these things? What do they do? Are they important? Let's go into it, guys. So Archeworld, the first NFT that they released was a fandom card. And so at the time, it looked like that these are going to be your characters. And so we had no idea what the game was going to be like because this was 3-4 months ago, maybe 6 months ago when they released these cards. And so people thought, well, it's an NFT crypto game and they're all shit. Like, all you do is click. They're clickers. You buy a character and then you click and yeah, it doesn't do anything. So at that point, not many people were interested in fandom cards, I would say. They did sell out. There was 2,200 and let's see here. Yeah, 2,200 and some change of these fandom cards. And yeah, all different character designs seen from ArcAge. And you can see it like, oh, okay, these look familiar. I played ArcAge. I've seen these character designs before. This is, these outfits, these skins, and so forth. Well, it comes around that these are not actually characters. So that is the big misconception. These are not character cards. These are NFTs that grant passive bonuses to anyone playing the Archeworld game. And potentially in the future, because so what it says is Archeworld is the first seamless open world PC MMORPG that utilizes NFT based on blockchain technology. We recognize the user's ownership of various items such as land, houses, pets, vehicles, and gears in Archeworld by minting them into NFTs. Blue Salt is the in-game token. Earnings can be made by playing various contents in Archeworld offers. So that sounds like, oh, okay, interesting. Then when we got this more detailed information from their AMA that they've done, and they've told us now, this is via translation, so it might be slightly off from Korea. The fandom card, which is what they're calling these fandom cards, is a Genesis card of the ArcAge IP. So this is a very important thing here. When they say it's the Genesis of the ArcAge IP, it means that it's going to go with all of ArcAge. So they didn't say Archeworld, they said ArcAge, which means that in theory, that these might be usable or give benefits for ArcAge 2 in the future. So this is not confirmed yet, but with them saying this is the genesis of the ArcAge IP, if things go well with Archeworld, these fandom cards will be useful in all of the ArcAge adventures going further. So their first benefit that they have here, they whitelist for land minting. First server in each region. So each region will have one main server. Right now, they're currently doing the Asia Alpha. And that means that those people that had the fandom cards were able to buy land before anyone else. So it's like a priority queue. Number 2, when launching the game, a certain amount of blue salt airdrops depending on the number of cards held and card level. So that means this is going to be one of the only ways to get the premium currency for the server when the game launches. There's also different levels. So if we click on the character card here, you can see that this is a level 2 card. There's 5 different levels. There's level 1 to 5. And so they've further clarified that a level 1 card will get 100% of the blue salt token drop, which means if they're giving out 1,000 blue salt tokens, then that means they're going to get level 1 cards are going to get 1,000 blue salt tokens. And then they've went further and said that level 2 will get 125%, which means that a level 2 card owner, the person who owns this guy, will get 1,250 blue salt tokens. They have not told us exactly how many blue salt tokens that you'll get, but that is the example there that we're going to show you because it's very simple and easy. A level 3 card gets you 150%, a level 4 card gets you 175%, and a level 5 card will get you 200%, they have said. So you can see all the different things, and on the side here, we're on OpenSea.io. You can check out by level if you want to see. And based on this information, the prices of the cards are generally, level 1 is cheapest. You can see $18.90, and then if you go here, level 2 is $13.30. So it would be more wise to actually buy the level 2 card because you get more value. Level 3 people have started to realize, hey, level 3, 1670. Level 4 here, 1970. And then level 5 here, all the way up to almost 3,000. So the level 5 does have a special bonus. They were the only ones that could actually buy the Mega Land Zone. So that was a very special perk that I think may be continuing in the future, because they're not going to release any more of these cards. This is it. There's only going to be 2,200 of these fandom cards. They did say that there is about 200 in reserve that the game company has for special promotions and giveaways, but the total supply is minted. There's no more of these fandom cards coming out ever again. There's going to be the total of 2,400 or so once they give out all of their promotional items. But after that, nothing else will be minted. That is it. This is it, 2,400. So if you want one of these, you got to buy them from another player now. There's no other way to get them besides winning from a special raffle or contest giveaway, which I have not even seen them do one of those yet. And again, they only have a very limited supply of them to give away. All right, so next up, the third benefit to having one of these, it's a super pass. Priority access is paid to a fandom card holder when there is a server queue for 3 months when the game is opened. So this means that there's going to be a priority queue. So if there's anyone that owns a fandom card, they're going to get into the game rather than waiting on the queue, which that is a very, very important thing if the game becomes popular and there's a queues, because yeah, every second matters in the beginning of a server when you're competing for resources. Because this is a PvP game, so resources are, what you're competing for. Levels are what you're competing for. You are trying to become stronger faster than your opponents. So the fourth thing that this card does, when staking the fandom card, you'll receive points for purchasing the decorative costume box. Different points are accumulated every day depending on the number of cards staked and the card level. When you reach a certain point, you can purchase a limited edition decorative costume box. In the case of a decorative costume box, you can use it yourself or sell it at the auction house. So this is going to be a way to get exclusive costumes. And they said that they're giving away 46, I believe it was, of the rarest, most sought after costumes from ArcAge exclusively to the fandom card holders. So this is going to be the only way that you can get those exclusive, really cool costumes that people wanted in ArcAge. And they're doing it because they want to give value to these fandom card holders. These are, VIPs. These people have supported the game for a long time, and they want to make these things valuable. And then the fifth thing, fandom card images can be applied as UCC to Archeworld items. So simple thing, these can be UCCs in-game, which standard ArcAge, you could always put any image in-game and use it. And then 6, it says, we will continue to add various benefits such as collaboration and partnership. So that is a very, very important aspect. So they're continuously going to add more value to these cards, they're saying. And then there's a little asterisk here. The blue salts and land airdrop benefits are only applicable to the first server of each region. So you may be thinking, well, dang, the Asian server already happened. Well, they've confirmed that North America is going to happen towards the end of this year. So sometime before the end of this year, North America is going to release Archeworld, and you're going to have benefits for owning these fandom cards. And then they've also said that Europe is scheduled for a Q1 of 2023. So once again, you're going to have benefits for having these fandom cards. Even if you don't want to play the regions, you could potentially sell and make money. So these cards, they started out, I believe, at 300 KLAY to buy. And you can see now after about 4 or 5 months of holding them, they are now worth almost 1,300 KLAY is the current price on these things. So these things have gained value over time already, and it could potentially just keep going up and up and up if Archeworld is successful, or even if Archeworld is mediocre. Because if they continue to give more benefits, if they continue to use these and utilize these for ArcAge 2 and give benefits like priority queue access, which would be huge, like just little perks like that, just getting into a queue before anyone else, whew, that's a big perk. If you remember playing ArcAge and you have these queues on queues on queues, and then you wouldn't be able to get in, and they said the people that had VIP would get priority access, and that was not working. Like, that didn't really work too well. There was just too many people. There was 20,000 people trying to jump into the thing.